Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Kai, and we back on the Raw Report. We talking about Myron from Fresh and Fit, and everybody on YouTube should know who Fresh and Fit is. You know, they were the biggest thing on YouTube during the pandemic, you know, during the Kevin Samuels era and everything. And, you know, of course, Kevin Samuels passed away in 2022. And now Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit has nothing but bad things to say about Kevin Samuels. You know, when there's a lot of bad things that we could say about Myron from Fresh and Fit. You know what I mean? They stole Kevin Samuels' whole format. The only difference is that they brought the girls in the studio to ask them the same Kevin Samuels kind of questions, right? You know, high value man, do you deserve a high value man? You know, they bring up the calculator to say, you know, how rare this guy is. You know, you're going to be a dog mom. You're going to be a cat mom, right? So they stole his whole flow, but they never give Kevin Samuels credit. And not to mention that, while Fresh and Fit was on the come up, Kevin Samuels came on and gave them one of the biggest and most viral moments on their show. But yet when Kevin passes away, he's got nothing but bad things to say about Kevin.
Because you have OnlyFans doesn't mean you're having sex. You could be cooking on OnlyFans. You could do whatever you want. So I just feel like I'm just offended. And it's not just him towards me, it's towards women, because men have no place at all to say how women should and shouldn't.
We have every place. We built the goddamn world you live in.
No, you didn't.
I'm gonna
The
say
platform you're on is built by men.
I'm gonna say
nobody made this about men or
guys
women.
do not get paid
This
unless
is what
I stay here. So
this is what tends to happen when whether it's OnlyFans, TikTok, Instagram, and when women can't handle it, they leave. This is the point. This is about business. Business isn't offensive, but when people in their lack of knowledge gets exposed, they get offended. They call themselves experts and business owners and everything else. You're online strippers, but make a little bit of money. Congratulations. I'm good with escorts. I'm good with strippers. But when someone like Hafiz or myself tries to sit down and talk to you about your level of ignorance, you're offended. Your ignorance is what offends you. And it's offensive to me that you're going to try to make this about men and sexism. This is what the world has done. It's got little pampered princesses who can get online, make some money, and think that they're on the same level as men who built this world, and they are not. That's what you just saw them leave, because they can't go get onto Wall Street, Main Street, anywhere, into a bank, into anybody's business to be taken seriously with their so-called business plan or their go-to-market strategy.
So in a recent podcast, Myron off Fresh and Fit says that Kevin Samuels didn't put his people on. And, you know, he's saying that once Kevin, you know, broke 1 million subscribers, he didn't go back and help and bring up the people who, you know, helped him get to that 1 million subscriber mark. Check out what he said.
And I really dislike to even say this, but the truth is the truth, and I kind of had to say it. The reason why the Black Manosphere died, right, is simply because Kevin Samuels didn't put his people on. Just gonna be honest about it. He became famous, he blew up, he didn't, you know, extend the ladder back and put his guys on, and it died. That's just what happened.
So Myron from Fresh and Fit claims that Kevin Samuels ain't helped nobody when Kevin actually put you on, right? And now that Fresh and Fit got to the top of the game off the back of Kevin Samuels, look at how Myron turned on the black community. You use the black community to get to the top of the black podcast world. Now all he does is spew racism and shows his hate for black people all over Twitter, right? And Myron claims that he jokes on every race. You know, that's his cop-out excuse. But he's really got a hate for black people, and it really shows. Right?
I don't want to be like you stupid I don't want to be like y'all anyway. Here, keep your Shaniquas, keep your Larkeishas, keep your Weave Warriors, keep your Watermelon Warriors. I don't give a take your grape drink and get the here. I don't give a shit.
The man literally has a show on Twitter called a clan meeting. And you know what clan that he's playing on? You know, the one that put them white hoods on, right? So all I'm saying is I think it's funny that he could sit up there and critique somebody who helped you, right? You stole their whole platform. You know, he talked bad about Kevin behind his back. And now you talk bad about him after he passes away. And you know, the crazy thing too is that somehow, as somebody who claims to be a black person, but I think he's Arabian or something like that, he falls out with every African-American person that he gets in contact with, including another big YouTuber that has over 1 million subscribers, Mike Rashid. And this is what Mike Rashid had to say about Myron.
I had to check somebody the other day over that. The dude Myron for Fresh and Fit.
What happened?
I just seen a post. I was like, what the
Well, what
He
was the
talking
post?
about
Intentionally disrespecting black women for
how
no
black
reason.
women are the lowest on the totem pole of attractiveness to him. I mean, black women wouldn't even look at you, but whatever. But also, this fool had like he did research on the weirdest statistics that are hardest to deal with in customer service. And why would you even research? Like, what? Who conducted that study? For one, it's bullshit. Anyway, so I checked. I said, bro, you are a very interesting person. I've never met a person like you. I didn't think people like you existed, being black and hating himself so much, right? Because he shits on black people so much. He wears the Ku Klux Klan hood, like it's just goofy. It's like, bro, they don't like you. A white racist dude will use you, but he don't respect you.
So at the end of the day, you know, I'm somebody who's all for constructive criticism. At this point, criticizing a dead man has no value, especially someone who's gave you game, you know, helped you out in certain situations. Myron right here even admits that Kevin Samuels called him in the middle of the night to give him some game on how to navigate through this YouTube game. You know, the certain kind of people that you can't talk about on YouTube, and they start with a J, if you know what I mean.
Kevin Samuels knew about I'll never forget this shit. Let's go back in time. I'll never forget this shit. I was walking into CVS after doing a stream one time. I was going to get some Coke Zero or some shit. And I get a phone call. And it's Kevin. He's calling me at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And anytime he calls me that late like that, I know it's serious. And this is right after we had wrapped up an after hours show. And he calls me and says, hey. I was like, hey, what's up, Kev? He's like, hey, yeah, you need to take down that video. What do you mean? What happened? Yeah, you talked about I was like, what? He's like, yeah, there's a group of, that's the one group of people you don't talk about on YouTube ever. Do you know who runs YouTube? Take that video down.
So all in all, my whole take on the thing is Kevin Samuels didn't really get to embrace his success yet. You know, he was only really lit, you know, mainstream wise for about a year before he passed away. So I truly believe if Kevin Samuels was alive, he would have collaborated with more people, you know, maybe reached back out to some older people that he worked with. But I really think it's hypocritical to say that Kevin Samuels ain't put nobody on when he literally put Fresh and Fit on, right? But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Did y'all watch Kevin Samuels when he was alive? And do y'all still watch Fresh and Fit? Let me know what y'all think. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Like the video, subscribe, and we gone.